What's up, it's Sam. Don't mind how I look right now. Someone asked for me to do a Cough It Out guitar tutorial, so that's what I'm here to do. This song has 3 different parts and sections that go back and forth. Sounds kind of intimidating, not that bad. I'll go through with them. So hopefully it helps you figure out how to play it. We're going to start with the intro, and this is going to be intro and verse, so it's going to just be the same thing for intros. And that's what I said, whatever. You're going to put your first finger on the first fret of the E string, and then your third finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. And then you're going to slide up and put your first finger on the 3rd fret of the A string and your 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the D string. And you're going to go over and just put your first finger on the 3rd fret of the E string and 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the A string. So now we have these 3 chords for the intro and verse. We're going to go, with the first 2 lines, we're just going to strum once. It's snowing right now, I wish it was summer. When the summer rolls around, I wish I was freezing. They don't call me Mr. Greenside for no reason. When I do, I pause and cough it out. And actually pause. And then we're going to go to the 2nd chord I showed you, the C5, and then start strumming. I cough it out, I cough it, G5, the 3rd one, cough it out, I cough it, the 1st chord I showed you. And then go back up to this 3rd one I showed you. I cough it out. Now for the chorus, we're going to be going down, so you're going to go to a D5, which is your first finger on the 5th fret of the A string and 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string. And then to a C5, which is your first finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, and then your 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the D string. And then all the way down to the 1st finger on the 1st fret of the A string, and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the D string. And you're going to hop over, and then your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the E string, and then your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. So, and then you're going to kind of go like up and down, up and down. It's like pretty fast with the, you can slow it down obviously, but with the strumming, but it's a, branches on the tree, we carved our initials and seemed to bend and take the shape of them. And then you're going to keep going through that. Can't you see? And then after he says, I'm delusional with love and all that, it's going to go into a little break, which is instead of going down, we're going to be climbing up. So you're going to go to the C5 I showed you. First finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, third finger on the 5th fret of the D string. And then you're going to go up to the D5, first finger on the 5th fret of the A string, 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the D string, sorry. And then this is going to be a F5 chord when you're going to go to the 8th fret on the A string, and then the 10th fret on the D string with your 3rd finger, and then all the way down to the A sharp 5, which is going to be your 1st finger on the A fret. Your first finger on the 1st fret of the A string, and then your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the D string. Sorry. Okay, so it's gonna be the same strumming, but it's just climbing up. So 8, 10, all the way down. And one more time. And then we're gonna go back into the verse. So I don't care if you're not sorry, I forgive you. And on and on. And then obviously after we're going to go back into our chorus, which is just going back down. Branches on the tree, though we carved our initials and seemed to bend and take the shape of them. And then again the climb up, which is going to be whatever I did for you last year, I cannot do again. And then after doing that, we're going to end on this one, strum this, and then when we get to the bridge, when he's like, I like the in-betweens, you're going to go to an F5, 1st fret on the E string, 3rd fret on the A string, and you're going to do, and then you're going to go to a C5, which is 3 on the A string and 5 on the D string, move up to 5 on the A string and 7 on the D string, and then back down. So, I like the in-betweens, like the time it takes to get somewhere. And then he goes to I just don't care, I just don't care. On the last one, I like to strum it because it's just easier to transition into the chorus. So he's like, I just don't care. Back to the chorus. All branches on the tree. And then we get through that, he has the outro, which is the climbing. I forgot if I said that this was climbing up or down. That when you're going, oh, sorry. So he goes, whatever I did, and this is, again, you can do strumming, or you can just pick it once, whatever works for you. I'm just going to do it once, but use whatever I did for you last year, I cannot do again, will not do again. And in the song, it sounds like he's going like this with the drum. But you can also just go like this at the end too. Whatever works for you, but that's how you play it. Hopefully it made sense. I didn't take my medicine, so I'm kind of all over the place. I have the tab up somewhere, so hopefully that helped you, and yeah.